Ladies and gentlemen, you are returned to us, though I fear you were obliged to return. Thus far the matter has proceeded as follows. The arrival at Northlake Hall, the peculiar conditions of the house, and the first intimations that there were matters concerning the Northlake family which were not entirely wholesome. Upon the guests' arrival at this most distinguished assembly, the company were presented with a scene of considerable elegance and studied display. Having been received with due formality by their hosts, the younger members of the Tarryford gentry availed themselves of the diversions and civilities afforded by Northlake Hall. The most respectable Reverend Samuel Jennings, ever attentive to propriety, endeavoured with a guiding hand to preserve Mr. James Bennet from inadvertent lapse of social decorum, whilst Miss Georgiana Wentworth and Miss Emma Wentworth were introduced to Miss Jane Radcliffe, herself a guest of the house. During the course of the dancing, Miss Emma Wentworth experienced no small degree of pleasure in attracting the notice of Mr. George Potterton, widely esteemed for both his appearance and his prospects, who requested the honour of her hand later that evening. It was not long thereafter that the evening assumed a more singular character. At the animated solicitation of Miss Elizabeth, Miss Radcliffe invited the Wentworth sisters to lend their assistance in the consideration of a matter she described as most intriguing. Observing the peculiar tenor of their conduct, Mr. Bennet and Reverend Jennings joined the small party. They were then made aware of a curious irregularity in the architecture of the oldest portion of the house, namely a pair of parallel corridors connecting the small parlour to the rear of the building, one of which was a length altogether inconsistent with the other. Their examination was interrupted by a summons requesting Miss Northlake's immediate return to the company. Before departing, however, she ventured the suggestion that elucidation might be found amongst the papers and volumes preserved in the family library. Though at first reluctant, the party were emboldened by their recollection of Sir James Northlake's explicit assurance that the entirety of the ground floor was open to his guests, and accordingly they repaired to that apartment. There, several matters of consequence were brought to light, some bearing directly upon the anomaly of the corridors, and others touching upon a far more intimate mystery surrounding the Northlake family itself. It appeared that the twin corridors were indeed the most ancient surviving portion of the house, possibly dating back to its original construction, and that they had been preserved, whether by design or by necessity, through successive demolitions and complete reconstructions of the property. Within the family Bible was discovered the Northlake genealogy, in which certain entries were found to be conspicuously incomplete. And from these omissions arose a disturbing recognition of a most unnatural regularity, that in every 100th year, and always in the month of September, the eldest child of the Northlake line had met with an untimely death. The present month, it was observed with some disquiet, marked a full century since that last such occurrence. During this sombre reflection, an unfortunate accident transpired, as one of the party examined a glass-topped case containing various objects on display. Most notably, a particularly striking jewelled brooch. A heavy volume slipped from Reverend Jennings' grasp, shattering the glass. Though the mishap occasioned no injury, it did permit a closer inspection of the ornament in question, lending unexpected weight to the long-whispered conjectures that the Wentworth family's fortune had its origins in the trade of precious stones, and that their ascent from comparatively humble circumstances to aristocratic standing had neither been slow nor entirely conventional. Yet this revelation was soon eclipsed by one of far greater gravity. In the final pages of the family Bible, concealed amongst its bindings, there was discovered an unsigned confession. The author is unknown, but it reads as follows. I confess my sin here, in the Holy Bible, that God may see my crime and forgive my worthless soul. I did see the black altar and spilled that most precious blood upon it. I did it to stop the monsters, May God forgive me, as I surely cannot forgive myself. It may now seem to be understated, with the benefit of unhappy hindsight, that the course of these affairs was never as benign as it first appeared. Now, what follows is an account of the events and the matters that would later be understood to be anything but trivial. And so, it is time that we resume what was left unfinished. So, I hand the floor to the players.
Well, this is very worrisome to read this paper, I must say. What blood did he shed?
Should we try and find Elizabeth to ask her about this?
It will be probably good to get her in here now, yes, before someone else comes
In here now with the smashed cabinet.
I will confess. I will not.
You will confess your sins.
I will confess my sins. But yeah, we should probably tell Elizabeth what we have found here. I mean, Miss Northlake. We need to let her know.
Is it wise to tell her of such frightening devilry?
She sent us here in the first place.
She's perhaps more delicate. Maybe she'll panic.
Oh no, I think she'll find it quite exciting, honestly. This is all very thrilling.
Thrilling for you, miss, but not for everyone. I fear Mr. Bennett is right.
You don't believe in this nonsense, do you?
No, like I said, this is probably some strange diary, maybe drunkenness, or I don't know really. It still worries me that they will write it down in their family Bible and keep it around. It worries me. So before we know anything more, maybe we should listen to Mr. Bennett and maybe not reveal this part to Elizabeth, Miss Northlake.
If the strange bloodshed has anything to do with the corridor growing in such a strange way, it doesn't add up in my head right now. But
no, I agree, Mr. Bennett. It doesn't have anything to do with the corridor at the moment.
What are the odds of two bizarre occurrences in the same place at the same time? Surely they must be connected, no?
So what, has someone made a sacrifice to some sort of demon to forego the procedure of getting someone in to do some handiwork on the place? Is that what you're suggesting?
Oh, Lord bless us. Don't mention the demon or the Dark Lord here.
Did you cleanse the corridor?
You want me to cleanse the
corridor? What a
corridor?
fabulous idea.
Oh, you want... Well, I don't have the holy water on me at the moment.
Don't you have like a priestly travel pack?
I have only the cross in my shirt at the moment and my hand Bible in my pocket. That's all I have.
Can't you do a little razzle dazzle with that?
Look, exorcism is not such a thing. That's just superstitious. We haven't done witch hunt or anything like that in 100 years, I think. Have we done witch hunt this year? I don't remember.
In number of years.
In number of years, yes.
Yes.
In number of years.
Yeah, so there's not been any sort of anything like that, or about 100 years. So.
Yeah. So this is your superstition and such. Witchery or devils, no such thing in this house, I think.
Okay, but if it's not supernatural devilry, why is someone going around and killing members of the Northlake family every 100 years? For fun?
Probably some
Kind of
pagan
sport?
rituals. And probably
It
pagan
adds an
rituals.
inch onto the corridor.
If
Maybe
that were the
the-
case, it's grown twice in 2 days, no?
Not a month. Miss Radcliffe, have you noticed any peculiar items that Elizabeth has or anything cultish she owns?
Would I have noticed anything?
No, I wouldn't say so. She's been. I mean, she's younger than you, so she's a bit. She's a bit more excitable, perhaps. But yeah, I wouldn't say you've noticed any odd behaviour from Elizabeth or any of her family. Possibly the one of the elder Northlakes, Lady Emma Northlake, who is the grandmother. Her behaviour is perhaps a little odd at times.
Nothing so far as Elizabeth's concerned, no. She seems like a perfectly normal girl. Dare say I wouldn't want to cast judgment on the family. They seem perfectly normal to me. I suppose you could consider Lady Northlake's behaviour a little bit peculiar, but that she's older and, well, you know, perhaps not necessarily as spry as she once was.
Maybe the
Senile.
Reverend should approach her. Maybe the Reverend should approach her.
Shall I
And
approach the
perhaps
old
have a
miss?
word about the Lord, or try and coax something out of her.
Look, if you're trying to make me just look if they're Christian or not, I know they're Christians. They always go to my church every Sunday.
She's getting closer to death. She's trying to redeem herself in the eyes of the man upstairs. I get it.
By spilling blood on a altar?
No, I meant about going to church regularly.
I was wondering about this writing.
What do you do when you go to church, Miss Wonderful? No wonder you're not married.
Excuse me, my sister
Take off
is
my glove.
perfectly fine.
Mother, let me unravel my glove real quick.
Oh, we have a duel on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you want us to talk to the old Miss Little Northlake? Is that what you want us to do?
It's either that or we investigate the house more while they're distracted.
That would perhaps raise more suspicion than we want at this stage. If we are trying to investigate, then sneaking around to any of the upper floors would probably get us kicked out of this little soiree.
Indeed, I agree, Mr. Bennett.
I feel as though we've already made a few too many faux pas, and I just look at the ale down the dress and the smashed glass.
You forget the
no
falling
idea what
over
you
as well.
It's been perfectly normal this whole time.
Well, I managed to clean up most of the glasses to one pile, and then the service will clean it up later.
Just put it under a chair.
No one will know.
We shan't lie to other Christians, ladies and gentlemen. Never lie to your fellow Christian.
Also, I think a more important matter is perhaps, Emma, your eye.
Oh, yes, you're injuring. Oh, we need to find a doctor.
Yeah.
Luckily, the doctor is
I would have
in.
probably mentioned it earlier if I remembered.
I completely forgot.
We should probably
Just
find
bleeding from one eye in the corner. Like,
yeah,
this is fine.
Fine.
Why is everything blurry?
Oh dear. Do you want me to get Dr. Parson for you, Miss Wentworth?
Perhaps. I'm trying to think if there's a way we can use this to our advantage to talk to certain people, but nothing's really coming to mind. I think I just need it fixed. It's fine. I'm just crying a bit, quite a lot.
That is
So
red
walk
color
around
of
going
your
like that.
tears, yes. Yeah, I think we should get this checked by the doctors in case. I will fetch the doctor. He's probably somewhere in the gala still, I reckon. Anyone
We
wants to
could
come with
use-
me? Yes. Sorry, Miss Redcliffe.
No.
Sorry.
We could use this moment to try and get Elizabeth back in here. Perhaps not to tell her about the death, but the corridor. I'm sure that she would want to come and check on her friend. No.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, we can get Miss Northlake and the doctor at the same time here, but maybe not tell the doctor what we have been discussing.
No, perhaps not.
Right. I will fetch the doctor. Anyone wants to come with me? Maybe one of them to get Miss Northlake with them. Maybe I'm not very familiar with Miss Northlake except for our Sunday sermons.
I'll stay here with my sister.
Yeah, I'll go.
Are we talking about the young Miss
The
Northlake?
young one.
The young Miss Northlake is the
I was going to say
missus.
she's not very fond of me, so I don't think I'm the right person to send.
Yes,
wonder
after
why that
your
Self-awareness?
I saw it, Mr. Bennett. I saw it all. Anyway, well, let's go, Miss Radcliffe. Let's get Elizabeth and the doctor.
Yes.
Okay. So the Reverend and Miss Radcliffe leave. The rest of you stood in the library. What's the rest of you doing in the library while they go? And Elizabeth.
I suggest
Probably-
we pass the time with poetry. I have a new one just
And
for
you hear
this
a huge
situation.
sigh throughout the mansion, a huge sigh.
The hallway doth grow. Why doth it grow? We do not know. What we do know is there are things afoot. Things that go kaput. It's a work in progress.
I feel
You're
like you're
welcome.
writing this on like the family tree or something.
Just on the back page, like it's very important.
The Reverend and I hear him start with poetry as we leave the door, and we just walk a
we,
bit faster.
we just go faster where we just go faster.
Save yourselves.
Okay. Okay then. So you two return to the main hall, to the ballroom,
Yes.
where there is another festivities are still in full swing. There's currently another dance in progress. More guests have arrived. So it takes you some time to locate both Elizabeth and Dr. Parsons. You find Dr. Parsons stood to one side of the main ballroom, stood with his wife and some of the other guests in conversation. What do you want to do? Are you going to just walk up to them, or are you just going to wait, or?
No, I'm not going to be rude. I'm going to wait for him to be available. And when he's done with this conversation with others, then I will go to him.
Okay. So you want to give us well? Are you standing a respectable distance away, or do you want to stand a bit closer so you can maybe listen to the conversation, or would you think that a bit?
I will be a little rude. Yes, I will stand respectfully away. I'll wait.
Okay. Very well. Very well. And what about you, Miss Radcliffe? You like I say, you find. Give us a look roll, in fact. Have a roll.
It's going well. It's a good start.
So you find Elizabeth, but she's engaged in conversation with both of her parents and the Pottertons.
I think I'll also, at least for a brief period of time, do a bit of polite waiting to see if they freeze up.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else? I mean, there's conversations going on all around. Do you want to just stand respectfully, or do you maybe want to listen in on any potential gossip that might be circulating?
As much as I think I'd love to listen into some gossip, my luck and with rolls does not bode well for me. I fear it might be the safe idea to just stand nice and quietly in a corner.
Well, unless you fumble the roll, a failure will just mean that you don't hear anything or don't hear anything of interest.
What would I be rolling if I were to?
You'll be rolling listen. What's your listen score?
It's a good question. I have to find it.
So your listen score.
I think I'm going to stand politely.
Is it not bad? Is it that terrible? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, 5. That's not bad. Okay. Very well. So you can. So who wants to go first? So maybe they both become available around about the same time. So who wants to go first?
If Miss Radcliffe wants to go first, she can do it. If not, I can go.
I don't mind. I can go first.
Okay.
Okay. So the conversation with the Pottertons comes to an end, and as they sort of use and depart and wander off to somewhere else in the ballroom, leaving Elizabeth stood with both her parents. Though they're not talking, they're just kind of like stood together, watching the proceedings. Maybe waving and nodding a nod of acknowledgement to people as they pass by. You can give me a etiquette roll.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Oh, excellent. So you wait for the perfect moment to approach them. I mean, you're familiar with all the Northlakes. During your time that you spent here, so you feel able to approach them, and they both Sir James and Lady Lydia Northlake both smile and how are you finding the tonight's entertainment, Miss Radcliffe?
It's marvellous. Thank you so much for the invite. I truly am just honoured to be a guest here.
And how would this compare to engagements down in Dorset?
Honestly, there is nothing of this level of spectacle where I'm from, though we have much more humble get-togethers, and they are magnificent, but just your estate alone tops all of it.
Shame. I'm sure, quaint as it may be, I'm sure your family holds superb gatherings. Oh, what was the name of your family's estate again?
Our estate, it is the Vulpine Estate.
The Vulpine Estate. Give me another luck roll.
I like the themed glass, by the way.
Okay, so they both nod, kind of like in acknowledgement. Clearly, they've never heard of that estate, but they don't make any comment on it.
Quaint, as I say.
I presume you're here to avail us of Elizabeth's company.
I'm afraid so. There is some business with one of her dear friends, Miss Emma Wentworth, that I feel she would like to get involved with.
Oh, sure, it must be most exciting. Don't forget, Elizabeth, that Captain Stone is due to arrive shortly. No, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kurt says little bow, and she then grabs your hand and hurries off. What's happened? What's happened?
I'll explain it all when we get to the library, but she's slightly injured. She's okay, but
Injured?
we have just a little bit. Long story. I'll explain it to you on the way.
Oh, there's no blood, is there? And she goes a little pale.
Is there blood? Did you bleed?
No.
I hope not.
I don't think so, but you know.
No, okay, like I say, we're only a tiny bit, and it kind of more like a bit of grit in your eye, more than rather than anything more dangerous than that.
Okay, in which case, no blood, not at all. You're okay. Don't worry.
Kind of stops for a moment, like fans herself. Oh, okay. And Reverend,
Yes.
give the etiquette
Yeah.
roll.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Will my luck start good today or bad? Let's see. There, yeah.
Oh, are you leaving that are you letting it stand as a fail, or?
I spend luck. I will spend luck.
Oh, that's a lot of luck. 9 points of luck.
Is it 9 puzzle? Yeah, that's true. No, I'm gonna accept the consequences.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, so you may maybe slightly misjudge your timing and step in when you believe the conversation has come to a reasonable conclusion, and you begin to introduce yourself. Clearly, they're still in the middle of this discussion, this conversation that they're having, and they all kind of turn, kind of frown, but they don't say anything. They say, "Oh, Reverend,
Hello, Dr.
how good of you
Parsons.
to interrupt us."
I'm so sorry, Dr. Parsons, but I'm in a bit of rush. One of the ladies has had a little injury to the eye, you see, and I thought you could maybe help her.
Oh, of course. Well, take me to the patient. Forgive me, my dear. I shall be back forthwith.
I'm so sorry for interrupting, Doctor, but it was I'm a little bit worried for her eye. She got a glass piece into her eye, and I just want to make sure everything's all right with her.
Very well. You can lose a point of reputation, by the way.
Say again? Lose one?
1 point of reputation.
1 point up. Oh, 1 point up or down?
Down. Lose one
Okay,
point
down.
of reputation.
Lose one. Let's see. There we go.
Even though you're helping in an emergency, lose reputation.
Helped wrong.
Didn't politely ask for emergency services.
Okay.
In polite society, you wait and you bleed out.
You will be accepted in society.
Okay, so you would like to. Those things are complicated. We'll say you both groups return to the library about the same time. Maybe Miss Elizabeth is slightly ahead of the Reverend and Dr. Parsons.
You come back in just as James is finishing another amazing poem. A confession we've found in a family Bible bound, a tale of bloodshed and death made us all hold our breath. A true mystery untold, we wait for it to unfold. Miss Northlake may be at risk. Oh, no, here she comes now. Forget it.
It was
Miss
just getting
Northlake.
good.
So Elizabeth walks
Is
in.
it a compliment?
Oh, Mr. Bennett, I see you are regaling my friends with some more of your poetry.
Yes, quite. We were
She
simply
turns away,
passing
and
the time.
as you start to talk, she instantly turns away and rushes over to Miss Wentworth. No, oh my dearie, are you all right?
It was a slight mishap. The Reverend, poor dear,
The
didn't mean
gas!
it at all. But
Oh my God! Well, the father sent the
Yes,
display
yes,
case.
Was it Reverend?
You should mention I had nothing to do with this, other than the fact I was injured.
We don't know.
Simply in the room.
So I would imagine at this point the Reverend with Dr. Parsons walks in. Just as
I'm
Elizabeth's
here.
been rushing over to the broken display case. Oh my word, what will Father say?
Oh, I will explain to you about the accident, Miss Elizabeth. I'm very sorry. Doctor, please look at Miss Wentworth if you can, please.
Okay, so Dr. Parsons looks around, taking in the situation, and walks over, and kind of, well, if you tip your head back, Miss Wentworth, what seems to be the problem? You have something in the eye. I can see the eyes watering.
A bit of grit. I don't know. I think if it flew in my eye, it's not too bad. I cannot stop crying. It will not stop crying, and it's going to ruin my makeup, my dress, everything. Oh.
Well, go on. We certainly can't have that, can we, Maria? Yeah, well, I'll take you through to the large parlour. We will also get some better light in there, and I'm sure you don't want me to discuss him trying to remove things from your eye. So shall we?
Yeah, please don't make a roll on this one, please. I'm begging you.
We'll just do a doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
Can't find a pair of tweezers, so he gets a butter knife. Sorry.
You said you weren't going to explain.
Sorry.
You did.
We'll put it to anyone.
I don't need eyes anymore.
Okay, so sorry. So Doctor.
He deals with it. Continue.
So Dr. Parson whisks off Emma, sorry,
Emma.
to the large parlour, back through the to the large parlour, which is just down from the library. Is anybody accompanying them, or?
I probably will, just
Okay.
to check on her.
Okay, so Dr. Parsons and both the Wentworths leave. The rest of you stood in the library, and Elizabeth is kind of stood in front of this cabin. And she, oh, what happened, Reverend?
I'm so sorry, Miss Northlake. My clumsiness. I was looking through your library on one of the ladders, and I took a too heavy volume, and I missed. I didn't have a good grasp, and it dropped on the glass container. I'm very sorry, Miss Northlake.
Vicious. See, it's like that cabinet. It holds my father's precious things.
I'm just like, oh dear, oh dear. Look,
She goes
I
over and starts carefully trying to pick the glass out of the cabinet. And just, at least nothing seems to be broken. At least.
yeah, I've been trying to gather up and clean up as best as I could, Miss Northlake. But I take full responsibility for all of this.
Of course, you will
truly
have to
sorry.
inform. You will have to inform my father.
Yes, of course. I will do it immediately, so without any delay.
Perhaps my family's connections could put you in touch with someone who could procure a replacement.
The glass, Mr. Bennett, is your family has is linked to glaziers. Not sure if that's what they call it in the Regency period, but
Glass blowers?
glass blowers.
Yeah.
No,
Blower cabinet.
Blower cabinet. It's an inflatable glass cabinet.
Perhaps. I mean, we do have a line of carpenters somewhere in there. I think my second cousin once removed. Maybe we could fix something for you. Perhaps something a little less smashable.
Well, I'm sure my father would prefer that the cabinet is restored.
Fair enough, I understand. Reverend, do you perhaps have any additional funds from, good old church bake sale or
I shall not take
donation
anything.
box?
I shan't take anything from the donation box. Those belongs to the church and Christ. I will pay out from my own pocket.
The roof of the church is actually in need of some repairs.
Oh boy.
I have connections to carpenters. My second cousin once removed
Glathrin.
abroad in Norway somewhere. Yes.
Oh yes. I see. But yeah, I will appreciate it, Mr. Bennett, if you will
We
donate
do
us.
a swip swap.
There's a swap, yes, indeed. So yeah, the church and I appreciate your goodwill to help the church with the roof.
Perhaps, Mr. Bennett, you might be able to assist the Reverend in breaking this rather distressing news to my father.
Give me 5 minutes. I will concoct a beautiful poem to sway
And
him.
I walk off.
Wait for me. I scuttle after. Try this one. There once was a man from Rowley Regis. He had an incredibly large, hairy... Oh wait, no, maybe not that one.
Maybe no poets to Lord Northlake, Mr. Bennett.
But it's what I do.
Just try to talk like the gentleman you are without poetry to the Lord, please.
Impossible.
Okay, so
Or heavenly
so
Father.
as Mr. Bennett follows after the Reverend, Elizabeth approaches Miss O'Radcliffe. God is gone. It's so insufferable. That terrible poetry. And then she kind of giggles a little bit and tries to stifle a laugh.
He's most certainly a character. We can say as much.
So I trust there was other occurrences other than just the breaking of my father's cabinet. Were you
Yes.
able to find anything?
Yes, of course there were. We didn't just come and commit accidental vandalism. I show her to the blueprints for the original designs of the house. So we discovered. I know you said that the corridors were the oldest parts of the house, but we found blueprints from its original construction, and they've always been here. And they've always been the same length. So we're not entirely sure what to make of it. And sort of gesture to her.
She kind of looks down over these plans. It doesn't seem to fully comprehend everything on them, but she maybe when you point out the corridors, she goes, "Oh, I suspect as much. I say my mother told me the corridors are the oldest part of the house. She doesn't like me. She doesn't like me spending any time down there. I don't know why. I found the place relaxing, even if it is a little bit spooky."
I must say, has she ever given you any sort of indication as to why she doesn't want you down there?
I think she thinks it's a little untoward, it being a little close to the servants' quarters.
Naturally, of course.
What do you think, Jane?
It's all really rather odd. I mean, as far as everything seems to be concerned, they're just normal corridors, but, well, our own eyes seem to say otherwise.
Most peculiar, isn't it? I can't fathom it at all. I tell Father, but would dismiss it as just fantasy.
I fear that's probably the outcome to expect. I don't think that there are many people we could entrust with this that wouldn't simply think we're having a flight of fancy.
It would be a mystery we should keep between ourselves.
I would agree.
Our own little adventure between ourselves and the Wentworths.
Exactly. And yeah,
That
and the
insufferable
Reverend.
poet.
Yes, yes. Was there any mention on the blueprints about were the corridors always a corridor next to the servants' corridor, or did they have other uses on the blueprints?
So on the blueprints, those two corridors are exactly the same in every single one of the blueprints, right down to the earliest ones, and possibly there might even be there was intimations that there was some kind of medieval structure here before the original Northlake Hall, and it possible that they're even part of that. Maybe there might even be a medieval construction.
Okay.
But they have remained as they are for hundreds of years. The functionality of them seems to have remained pretty much the same.
Suppose I'll probably continue to, while waiting for the return of everybody else, I'll get Elizabeth and shall we have a look at some of the other books, see if we can find anything else that perhaps we might have missed the first time?
Oh, yes, of course. Did you find anything in the library? Anything other than the blueprints?
Nothing particularly, no.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be something. So she begins walking around and like perusing the shelves, pulling books out and things. If you look over that side, there's a family history section.
Yes, absolutely. I will have a look and very deliberately go and look at the section where the family Bible is, so that she doesn't look in that section.
Okay. Meanwhile, Dr. Parsons and the Wentworth sisters. Dr. Parsons leads you through into the main parlor, which is currently unoccupied. You can hear the muffled sounds of the people, the celebrations and the music coming from the ballroom, but there doesn't seem to be anyone making use of this room. So the doctor has Emma sit in the chair, and he brings over a like one of the candelabras. Would you be so kind, Georgiana, please?
Of course.
Hold it so. and then he starts to have a look. Give him a first aid room.
To distract her, I'll talk about George Potterton. And how was your dance? And do you like him?
I was such a good dancer. Did you see? I did stand on his foot once.
I did. I mean, you did better than Miss Radcliffe.
Oh,
She
yes.
went flying.
I'm sure it was a one-off. I'm sure she's a wonderful dancer normally.
Perhaps
It was
she's
just
out of
an
practice.
eventful evening. Yes,
It's a good
maybe.
job we
We'll have to
practiced.
dance more.
Ooh.
No!
Anyway, you're gonna get jabbed in the eye now.
It's my lucky number, so it can't be that bad, right?
Should we
the
just
wrong
mute
guy.
ourselves?
Okay.
Just mime what happened.
So from the library, you hear a even above the sound of the musicians in the ballroom, the sound of the like crowd. You hear this this kind of surprised, high-pitched shriek coming from the parlor.
Sort of
And
drop. Put me.
go on, sorry.
I say, just drop whatever book I was currently reading through in shock.
Okay, and Elizabeth says, "Oh my word! But that sounded like Miss Wentworth."
Perhaps we should
Yes,
go
yes,
and
yes.
see if everything's
And
all right.
she grabs your hand and you rush through from the library into the parlour to see Dr. Parsons profusely apologising to Miss Wentworth as he finishes dabbing their eye. And I do apologise. My hand is a little unsteady this evening, I fear. But at least the offending article has been removed, and it kind of shows you this tiny little slither of glass.
You say tiny little shard.
That's tiny, tiny.
Little tiny.
It's bigger every time. Well, thank you. I'm glad it's out. At least it is out. Yes.
Yes, but I think you've taken the point of damage. And your eye really hurts.
Oh!
You can't to the point that I'm not gonna I'll avoid doing details. To the point that you kind of you can't open your eye at the moment.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Does
you're
that
having
put
to
my
like.
appearance down at all?
I would
no.
say it will affect your it will affect your social roles.
Just before your big dance. No. Can I try and like
laughing at him loads?
hey,
It's like, hello, Mr. Podden.
blood go down? Can I try and fashion like a eye patch out of a part of my clothes, like a ribbon or something?
Hopefully he's into pirates.
Sure, gives a look roll.
How can
Didn't
I?
know we were playing Pirate Pork tonight.
Just seeing if I have anything else. Fashion roll or something. Oh no, I'm worse. Hang on, I'll do a look roll.
Yeah, I don't think your grasp of fashion is. Oh, that's okay.
It may not be fashionable, but I can make things.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to fashion some makeshift eye patch that looks acceptable. It doesn't look like a eyesore.
That's
So while you're doing this, of course, Elizabeth and Miss Radcliffe come into the room as the doctor's apologising. So meanwhile, in the ballroom, Reverend, you head back through to the ballroom. You find Sir Northlake.
Is he alone at the moment?
Is he alone? Give us a look roll.
Let's see.
Let's see if
Time
we
to
have any
interrupt more people.
Just barge straight in and. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Right. So no, it doesn't seem to be. No, it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be. In fact, he's stood by himself at the moment. So you're approaching
Snacking
him.
on volleybonds.
Yeah, approaching me, yes.
He'll still be like, "You just interrupted me. I was thinking."
Okay, that's the one.
Yeah, Lord Northlake. I'm sorry. for interrupting.
Reverend Jennings, I trust everything is well. How are the repairs for the church roof going?
It goes well. Mr. Bennett will help the church with the roof. Is on donations of his.
That's good to hear, Mr. Bennett. And how is your mother and father? How is Mr. and Mrs. Bennett?
Very well, Lord Northlake. A pleasure to be in your presence this evening. I thank you greatly for such an exquisite invitation.
welcome. It's a shame that your mother and father were not able to attend. Is there something I can do for you both?
Yes. Can we talk somewhere more private, if you will, Lord Northlake? I have something to confess.
Grounds. Oh. Very well, Reverend. Let us go through to the large part, to the main parlor.
I think the main part is all currently occupied. One of the ladies had an accident.
Perhaps a library then.
I think it. Yeah, I can even show you my confession there.
Very well.
This is an 18 plus stream. Show me your confession.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think you can make an
Mark just
etiquette roll at
ripped up
that.
a coin, like,
Yeah, I will make it.
Nothing holy going on inside that library.
Oh my days. Oh,
Unzip. That's black.
don't you? Oh my days. Oh, I did it. Oh, finally, first etiquette roll successful.
Okay.
Bless you, Father. Thank you.
Right, I've sinned.
Phrasing. Okay. So you so you lead Lord Northlake through into the library. Are you going to say anything before you walk into the library, or are you just going to lead him?
Yeah, when we go to the hall before the library, I will begin to talk. There has been an accident in the library by my own hands, Lord Northlake, and I want to confess, as a good Christian, I want to admit the truth immediately. And like when we're closing into the door,
perhaps we should be unseemly to speak in the corridor, Reverend.
Yes, of course. I'll show you the accident in the library itself.
What's Mr. Bennett doing? Is Mr. Bennett tagging along, or?
Yes, for moral support. And to try and wheedle his way in the Northlakes good books by presenting himself as a very charitable man.
Very good. So what? Are you just following along, or are you going to be making a bit of small talk, trying to engage the Mr. Northlake while you're waiting?
Probably, I'll probably put on a bit of a flattery kind of thing, talking about how amazing his collection is, and that he spotted quite a few very good titles, and would perhaps Lord Northlake be up for talking books sometime. Be very interested in discussing literature with him.
Very good. Give us an etiquette roll.
Oh no.
Believe.
This is where I fall on my face.
I'll say that. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just about.
Okay, that was 49. I thought it was 94.
Okay. Okay. I will let you. So yeah, you can gain a point of reputation.
Yay! I gained back the one I lost.
So upon walking into the library, almost immediately, Sir Northlake, James, spots the broken cabinet. Oh my word! What has happened? And then he turns to you. Is this what you were referring to, Reverend?
It is.
What on earth happened?
I was just admiring your beautiful collection, and I believed in my strength to carry a huge volume from your shelves, but it sadly slipped my grasp, and I'm afraid hit your beautiful cabinet, Sir Northlake. I'm truly sorry. I just wanted to make sure you know about my accident. I'm truly sorry.
I am able to corroborate this, Lord Northlake. 'Twas a terrible, terrible accident, but we have discussed between us as gentlemen, and we have come to the agreement that we will, of course, be replacing the countertop. We have inspected the items inside. They are undamaged, unharmed.
I will reserve that judgment for myself, if you don't mind.
Of course.
So yeah, he kind of like rushes over. Well, doesn't rush over. Walks over to the cabinet and begins taking things. The first things he takes out is that jeweled brooch, which he begins to carefully examine. I guess you can make Reverend. You can make a. You can either make a fast talk or another etiquette roll. It's up to you.
Let's see. Is my fast talk better? No, I do etiquette again. Let's see. My fast talk is 5. I'm not going to do that. Ooh.
Going well.
22. Ooh.
Oh, excellent. Very well.
We're well versed in apologising.
So what are you going to say to it? Are you going to say anything to him, to Lord Northlake? Anything more?
I hope any of your items went unscathed from accident, Sir Northlake.
Yeah, everything seems to be in order, Reverend. I'm sure it was there was no ill intention.
No, of course not. Like I said, this is my first time being in such a glorious and beautiful library, and I was just curious if you had any books about Christianity and such.
You may find the family Bible of interest. It is almost 400 years old.
Oh, am I allowed to peruse it? By curiosity.
By all means.
Thank you, Sir Northlake. I, even after the accident, I'm so grateful for your forgiveness.
Yes, truly an honourable gentleman, Lord Northlake. I aspire to be like you when I am grown.
Not just a good gentleman, Sir Northlake, but a very good Christian. Thank you.
Yes, I think we'll if you wish to take well, perhaps we can arrange for another day if you would like to peruse the Bible. I think it best if I have the library locked up for now. Make sure nothing else untoward happens.
Yes, of course. We don't want another accident by my clumsy hands, do we?
Or any other guests. The drinks are flowing. The atmosphere is jovial. It would be best to protect your immense collection. I completely agree with you, sir.
That is true. We need to have a good atmosphere this evening.
Gentlemen. I fear, though, that my the donation plate tomorrow may be a little lighter than normal, sir.
I truly understand, Sir Northlake. I understand.
If you'll excuse me, I'll have to go and fetch Frederick.
Yes, of course. We shan't occupy you any longer.
And kind of like ushers you out of the library and closes the door, and heads off in search of Frederick, the head butler.
I'd take a big breathe in and breathe out. Whew.
I think that went pretty well. We haven't been thrown out. That's good.
Very good, yeah. He's a good Christian, Sir Northlake. Give forgiveness in all this clumsiness like mine. That's for certain. Now,
he did make that comment about not giving you as much money in the donation plate, so that...
For tomorrow, he said tomorrow, so...
I suppose. Well, should we go and find the ladies?
Yes, let's see how it goes with Miss Emma Wentworth and her eyes. Good. Let's see.
Yes, I thought I heard a scream, but perhaps it was just the squeak of an unsettled shoe.
I hope so too. I did not hear anything, but let's hope it was just a shoe bleeding on the floor. on this beautiful
My
marble
shoes
floor.
can get very squeaky.
Okay.
Just thought I'd let you know.
All right. I see. And I just begin to listen to your feel like I speak about Jesus.
You didn't notice it before, but now you can't stop hearing it.
Yeah, now I can't stop hearing it.
Everywhere you go, it's eek, eek, eek.
There's 3 points of sanity.
Oof. I
True
hate that
villain of
sound.
this scenario.
Mr.
my
Bennett
goodness.
battered to death in the hallway.
What
By-
is the
with his
cause?
shoe.
With
Many.
his own shoe.
Yeah, with his own shoe. Okay, so you go head off, leave the library and head down the corridor, just as Dr. Parsons is exiting the main parlour, where you see Miss Wentworth and Miss Wentworth.
Do I see the fancy eye patch of hers?
Yes, probably
Oh,
see
well.
that Georgiana is just at the moment trying to arrange this ribbon to look like a fountain light. That's for an eye patch.
Oh, eye patch, Miss Wentworths.
Is this
The doctor,
modern medicine?
well, the doctor's removed the obstruction, but he also managed to damage her eye more.
It was a little uncomfortable, but this is quite fashionable. Yes, at least that's what Sister says.
It's in the Caribbean, from what I remember. Yes.
I think, in fact,
That-
I think, well, anybody can make a Georgiana, Miss Georgiana Wentworth, you can make a fashion roll first. See how fashionable this thing is that you've
Please
constructed.
roll well.
My friend.
Or no.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh my days. 10%, and you got oh my days. Very
Passion.
good.
Starting a trend.
it's gonna be like
The
that
Lord
scene in New
provides.
Girls.
The Lord provides.
yeah,
The one where
not
she
so.
comes out in the vest and everyone's like,
That's
Everyone's
a
wearing
trend.
that.
Yeah. Next week,
the next
everyone
party,
wearing a
everyone's
ribbon.
wearing ribbons.
So yeah, not
Eye
only is
patch
it
is in the
functional,
fashion.
but it looks quite fetching.
Mm.
I must say, maybe
Um,
eye patch will be in fashion now, ladies.
I do hope so.
You look like a true adventurer.
Oh, well, that is the exact impression I would like to give.
Let's just hope that George Potterton agrees.
Oh, I mean, we can only hope.
Just trust in the Lord, and He shall provide, Miss Wentworth.
I'm
You shall
settling.
provide fashion advice.
He works in mysterious ways.
He walks in mysterious ways, the Lord. Oh, may He be praised.
Thou shalt wear ribbons. Secret 11th commandment.
Okay, so you pretty much all of you are in the main parlour, along, of course, with Miss Northlake as well. She's kind of fussing round Emma, making sure she's okay, and is the. I mean, everybody goes to him, but he's here that his education is somewhat lacking.
He does seem somewhat clumsier than I would have imagined.
That wife of his. How did she even ever become a doctor's wife? She can't. It seems like she would swoon at the slightest piece of dirt she encounters.
You seem to know quite the gossip.
Little else to do here.
You know anything
just-
about George Potterton?
What good question.
Gonna make you
little.
gossip now.
Its
Well,
ribbon
and
has
she
changed you.
so she hooks her arm into yours, and leads you all. It kind of leads you all back towards the ballroom, whispering and giggling about about rumours and things that bits of gossip she's picked up about the Pottertons and other attendees at the ball. So yeah, we all return to the ball just in time for one of the another of the dances about to start, and of course George Potterton like comes striding towards Miss Northlake. Says, "My lady, Miss Wentworth, if I might have the honour of this dance."
Of course you may. I'm very much looking forward to it.
He likes the ribbon.
Give him like a thumbs up.
He kind of looks at you a bit strangely for a moment. It's most fetching. This is a new piece of apparel.
Well, yes, I had a little bit of an accident, you see, but I think I've made the best of it. I think I might even start a fad.
Oh, I trust my company will aid in your recovery.
Oh, of course.
And he takes you by the hand and leads you towards onto the dance floor as the musicians start up. And what is everybody else doing?
Not dancing.
I'm not dancing either.
I'm encouraging Emma from the sidelines. I'm gonna try and like mime the dance moves to her that we've practiced.
You're like a dance mom. You're like 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, honey. Now twirl.
You're doing so well.
Filming it.
Painting it.
Okay.
Still like.
So, I think we'll, if nobody's partaking in anything else while this is going off, I think we'll just have a dance roll from Miss Wentworth, and then we should move on, I believe.
And she get a help or anything from me?
How are you going to assist her?
By miming the dance moves.
Okay, well, in which case, you can make a dance roll as well. See if you remember the moves properly and able to kind of choreograph her dance from afar. If you fail, oh wow!
Oh my days.
Oh,
Never mind.
Oh,
Oh.
best sister ever.
right. I
She
guess
hates dancing, but she
I have a
knows
lot
the
of spare
moves.
time.
you can definitely have a bonus dice onto your dance roll. In fact, if that's critical success, so I will let you have 2 bonus dice onto your dance roll for that.
That's so
Throw it
exciting.
back.
But Georginiana, you can make an etiquette roll to make sure that you're not making a fool of yourself. Oh,
I might spend for that.
Is that with 2
yeah.
bonuses?
Oh my. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You did 60, 60, and 90. Oh my god.
Wait, let me spend. Foundry, let me spend.
The thing is, she can see the moves, but she can only see it through one eye.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
what?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Worth the luck. I need this.
But I look fine. I'm playing it
well.
off.
Somehow you managed to cover that.
I'm standing near
remote.
enough to the dance floor to make it look like I'm part of it.
Maybe people take pity upon you because you haven't got a partner.
Or spinster.
Yeah. So
Nice.
So yeah, the dance goes well. The dance concludes, and Mr. Potterton kind of like takes your hand. He bows in a respectable way, trying not to get too close. Now the dance is over. So what do you want to do, Miss Northlake? And what is your response to Mr. Potterton?
Miss Northlake.
Oh, sorry, Miss Wentworth. The names I've got about 20 NPC names in my head.
Is the Regency etiquette to ask for them to call upon you at a later point if like an interaction goes well? To my understanding,
You've been approached by Mr. Potton, so you could perhaps suggest that.
yeah.
Give us an etiquette roll.
I'm really worried to roll now.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that! Well, all the rolls.
Oh,
So yeah, it should be acceptable to do so, and you do so in such a manner as to in the proper way, not to seem too the behaviour doesn't seem inappropriate or unladylike. But Mr. Potter said, I would be most honoured, Miss Wentworth. I shall call you tomorrow if that is acceptable.
I will very much look forward to it.
if she's still alive.
And he bows, and that's company. And as you know, with that etiquette rule, it would be unseemly to have a second dance with the same person. Possibly, it would, because it would cause people to talk, and a third dance would lead people to believe that there was an engagement on the horizon.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
I will
A
step
date?
back to my
No.
sister now.
Okay, so there's like you all get you back together after the dance. You got a little huddle, perhaps. Mr. Bennett and the Reverend stood slightly apart as you enjoy the rest of the evening. There's maybe about an hour left of the event when the head butler, Frederic, the head butler, walks in, and he stands at the open door. And there's like an unspoken signal, and the crowd notices, and silence falls across the room. My Lord Northlake, may I present Captain John Stone? And in walks this uniformed officer. And as he walks into the room, Sir Northlake walks forward. It's good to finally meet you, Captain. You're most welcome. And he walks forward, and they kind of both bow slightly to each other. And this is Captain John Stone. There he is.
He has such short arms.
He does. Blame the artist, not me.
Artist.
Maybe he's just a short guy. Short king.
Jungle guy.
Distantly related to the T-Rexes. It's fine.
He's all leg. No arms.
Legs up to here.
Yeah, we'll just have to look up.
Like, hello.
Can someone pass me that donut? Thank you.
So as he walks in, Sir Northlake, Sir James, formally introduces Captain Stone to the room, hailing him as a hero of the Napoleonic Wars. And so everybody claps and cheers, and as the welcome slowly dies down, Sir Northlake takes Captain Stone by the arm and leads him over to more a group of the more exclusive people at the party, and the room resumes its normal occupations.
I don't see what's so great. Everyone knows the pen is mightier than the sword anyway.
It's all about fame and glory on the field of battle, you see, Mr. Bennett.
My
Okay.
legacy will be everlasting. Just saying.
You haven't published yet.
Soon. Very soon.
Okay. So I think before we bring the ball finally to a conclusion, we'll give you the opportunity to mingle with the crowd, and while you're mingling with the crowd, making small talk, trying to make those connections, trying to improve your standing with the people here. You can all make a etiquette roll but you can combine it with either a charm roll or a listen roll. A listen roll may garner you some, maybe you pick up some interesting gossip or rumor or conjecture, whereas a charm roll might endear you to someone of your choice.
So do we roll etiquette
One
first?
roll,
Come
one
on.
roll, and you apply that roll to so roll etiquette, but you apply the same number to both things. So if you're rolling, so if you're doing a joint etiquette and listen roll, you'll roll the etiquette roll and compare that rolled number to listen as well. So you want to pass both. Roll once essentially to pass both.
So if my charm's 15 and I roll 10, I'd pass both.
Yeah. We want a time to go out of control. So James,
sorry. You said that
Patience.
after.
Patience.
The Windwords have no patience.
Is it on me now? Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Emma Wentworth, you rolled 12 on your etiquette. Does that? So which was your joint roll? Was it listen or?
Was the
That was
12 from before?
Yeah, that's
the
the previous
Oh.
one.
before.
Oh, is
She
that
was
from?
69 this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
69. Okay, so that's not good. Georgiana, yeah, that's not good either. James Bennett. So what was Mr. Bennett's role with the?
Well, I was trying to do listen, but it's still too high. I needed
Okay.
20 or less.
Oh, okay, I presume you're not going to spend luck on that then.
No, I won't bother.
Okay, so they're just Miss character's name.
Miss Radcliffe.
Miss Radcliffe. Miss Radcliffe, of course. Miss Radcliffe. They're just Miss Radcliffe to go, and the Reverend.
Yeah, I will do mine, and I will
That's
have
fail
listened
on that one.
with the etiquette.
But if I...
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to pass both?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's with
Reverend
listen
is
as well.
pass the etiquette. Does that also pass the listen?
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty.
1 out of 5. Woohoo! We did it!
Okay, so let's see. Give us a roll us a d10 actually, Tarryford, if you would.
Okie dokie, let's see.
How many secrets do you get?
One
8
minute.
secrets.
8 total secrets. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
8 cabinets.
8 more smashes.
So
Just 7 people whispering about how annoyed they are with the poetry that keeps happening. And then 1 valid piece of information.
And I'm just stuffing my face like,
Poetry, you say?
Just stuffing food inside his jacket.
got
More
bulbs
sardines.
around.
Okay, so it probably makes sense that this comes to your attention. So, Reverend, you overhearing conversation, maybe somebody even is like brings this up in conversation with you, that Mr. Valentine Williams, the master of Mortview House, recently passed away.
Oh, he passed away, you say?
Yes. Did you not hear, Reverend? Apparently, so I hear, he was found insensate in some folly in the grounds, and then passed away a few days later, raving in his sleep, they say.
That's strange. If there were any death in Tarryford, I will hear about it. I will do sermons now.
Perhaps it's because there's none of his family. There's none of his family remaining. He was taken away to rest. He was taken away from Tarryford to rest up, but he died while he was convalescing.
Oh, I see.
2 days later, apparently, I hear he has a son living abroad who will no doubt will inherit.
Oh, so you might see your face in town.
Maybe so.
Interesting.
Maybe so. It would be a shame to see the house go empty.
I agree. It always has me to see empty houses in our beautiful Tarryford.
Oh. So, finally, the ball draws to a close, and the guests, one by one or in groups, they slowly disperse, leaving the hall, thanking the Northlakes for their hospitality. So, are you all departing together, or a different way? How are you leaving? Are you making any plans before you part company?
I think James would probably suggest meeting at a later date to discuss what we found without worrying about prying ears and eyes. Maybe one of the taverns in Tarryford.
I'm not going to the tavern, I'm afraid.
We could meet in the church.
So
Our
the
room is
time,
always open.
the current time, by the way, it's after midnight.
Oh gosh.
Scandalous.
Reverend is trying to usher Bennett to let's go home, Mr. Bennett. It's getting very late.
But we need to discuss what we found. The library may be closed to us, but we still have the information in our minds.
We do, we can meet at my church if all you. Which day is it tomorrow? What day is it today? It is.
It is Saturday, so it is the so you've got a church service tomorrow.
True.
I would say that currently that you're still inside the house. Probably, otherwise, Miss Radcliffe is still with you.
Perhaps we will all see you at service tomorrow, Reverend.
Yes, we can do. Yeah, we can talk after the sermon is done tomorrow.
Excellent idea. But I suppose I will bid you farewell. But first, let me leave you with a departure.